So I had the opportunity to work with Andrew virtually since I live here in Tampa, Florida. I did the Myers-Briggs personality type assessment, and it was something I've never done before. And it really helped me identify my personality traits and really get to the bottom of, the way I think, the way I act, the way I process information, and the way I, go about my day to day. And it was super eye opening because it gave me the ability to define those things and really assess all the decisions I make throughout my life and my thought process. And at the same time, it also opened up a window um, to understand the way other people think as well. Because, when you converse with other people, whether it be coworkers, friends, family, you always assume that they're thinking one thing and perhaps their thought process on certain topics is totally different, just due to the fact that they have a different personality type. So it was definitely eye opening to me, to just have a new perspective on the way I viewed different personality types. So highly encourage those who are interested in coaching to get involved with Andrew, and do this assessment and really take it in and try to understand what that assessment means when you view the results. So just yeah, pretty interesting. So the three words that I came up with immediately in about 5 seconds were caring, direct, and informative. um, he's caring because, just for instance, I had the opportunity to go to Steamboat to meet up with some friends a couple of months ago. And Andrew lives in Steamboat. I live in Tampa. We had actually never met in person. So we grabbed breakfast that morning. Had a good conversation. This was, right in the middle of our coaching session. So we talked a little bit um, about what we were discussing during our coaching sessions, but also just hung out and had a good time and got to enjoy each other's company. And I truly believe that he cares. He would give me phone calls and text messages throughout the week, checking in, making sure I'm doing something. Even though he's not on the clock during our regular coaching hours. So having full access to Andrew at any point in time was really great. Highly encourage that. Andrew was always direct, which I, as a ISTJ and a blunt individual, always respected and really admired about Andrew. I remember there was one coaching session that I had, continued making the same excuse or coming to the same conclusion, and during one of our discussions, and he basically told me, well, what the heck am I doing here then if you're not going to be willing to change, and not going to be willing to try something new? And I said, wow, you're absolutely right. I appreciate your directness. I obviously need to approach this in a different manner. So definitely respect him for being direct and blunt. And at times that's what your coach needs to be. They need to call you out for they need to call you out. So the next one was informative. So Andrew has a lot of knowledge. He, introduced me to all of these coaching tools like the Myers-Briggs personality type assessment, and all the other tools that he showed me throughout our coaching sessions. And it was highly informative. It was material that I've never been exposed to. And it really was eye-opening, and allowed me to dig a little bit deeper into, myself as a person, whether that be the professional side or the personal side, or like the future long-term goals, what I really wanted, not only through a career, but through life. And I can't stress enough how beneficial those coaching sessions were to go through. I plan on doing it again. And really looking forward to speaking with Andrew again. So I felt that Andrew was genuinely interested in, the problems and accomplishments and things that were going on in my life. And I think that's what really sets him apart from maybe other coaches. I mean, it wasn't just, you get to talk to me for an hour because that's what our coaching sessions consist of. And then I'll talk to you in our next session. It was text messages throughout the week. It was phone calls. It was, hey, let's go grab breakfast when you're in town and available. I thought that was really cool. I truly believe that Andrew cared and was genuinely happy for me when, I accomplished the goals that I was setting out to accomplish. I think he cared enough to call me out when I wasn't accomplishing certain things and failing in other areas, whether that be professionally or personally or any goals that I had set. So holding me accountable for what I wanted to do and what we agreed upon during our meetings was really important. I mean, he wasn't gonna let certain things go if I wasn't performing to my expectations. And it wasn't just a cookie cutter experience. He really geared our sessions towards not only the information that he has readily available through the assessments, but also geared it towards what I wanted to discuss and what I was truly struggling with, or what I was working towards in my personal and professional goals. So so overall, I find Andrew to be very genuine and caring, and push me to new levels, and help me throughout my life, both personally and professionally. And I can't stress enough how valuable that time is. So that's all I got there.